So you brought your doll's house home, now you've got to clean it up. First thing, your safety. You're going to need gloves, and probably quite a few pairs of them. Why do you need gloves? Because the doll's house is being kept in a garage or an outhouse. It's gotten a little bit damp, which means it's gotten mouldy. There's probably been mice running over it, and mice droppings contain bacteria and viruses. You don't want that kind of stuff in your hands. Also, I'd recommend face mask, one like that, because it's going to kick up a lot of dust particles. You don't know what you're breathing in, and you don't need that kind of stuff in your lungs. Next thing you're going to do is inspect the doll's house for Mr. Woodworm. If it's got woodworm in it, you're going to see woodworm holes. You're going to see sawdust, and that is a good time to get your doll's house double bagged up. Leave it in your own garage, outhouse, or on your balcony until you can treat it with a good proprietary woodworm killer. And when you do that, really important that you follow all of the manufacturer's instructions, because they are serious chemicals. They can make you, your pets, or your children seriously ill. Okay, so you're gloved up, you've got your mask on. What you're going to think about next? You're going to need some paper down on the floor. Newspaper will do, so that's just maintaining a clean environment. Next thing, you're going to be getting rid of the dust. What I like to use for that is a nice new soft paintbrush, dustpan. Just get it into all the corners. Get it into your dustpan, and then you're going to need this little fella here, a bin bag, and when you're finished, straight into an outside bin. If it hasn't got paper on it, or hasn't got papers that you want to keep, your vacuum cleaner is your friends. They have nozzle attachments. Stick one of those in, and as long as there's no papers that you want to keep on it, they will get rid of all the dust for you very quickly. I do have a video about how to make a good guess about whether or not your doll's house is an antique or valuable doll's house. Have a look at that before you start to strip any papers, because the value of an antique house is as much in its papers as in the doll's house itself, but can't recommend a good vacuum cleaner enough. So you're gloved up, got your mask on, stuff over the floor, you've got rid of all the dust particles, all the mice droppings, all the cobwebs, or evicted all the spiders. Next thing you're going to do is start to do a clean up. On papers, they recommend using baby wipes that are all water wipes. Why do I recommend using disposable wipes? Because you don't want to reuse that cloth. That cloth's going to have all sorts of stuff on it. When it's all clean and dust free, I like to just disinfect it. To do that, I'd use some of these cleaning wipes, antibacterial, antiviral, no bleach in them, kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. That's going to get your doll's house biologically clean. Then you've got a nice clean doll's house, and then you can think to start about your undercoating. So, 7 minutes out.